Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, please have a seat and clear the aisle as the ceremony is about to begin. Good evening. My name is Megan Hattanaka. I'm the Dean of Early College Access at New Heights Charter School of Brockton. I will be the Master of Ceremony this evening. Please join me in welcoming the graduating class of New Heights Charter School of Brockton's class of 2022. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. For our opening remarks this evening, I would now like to introduce Maria Fernandez, Director of Early College and Post-Secondary Partnerships. And newly appointed Assistant Executive Director. And also proud mother of one of the graduates. Please welcome Maria Fernandez.
All right. So you guys have been saying I'm gonna cry. I promise I'm gonna get through this without crying, okay? Thank you, Ms. Hatanaka. And an extra special thank you to all of our guests here tonight. Family, friends, New Heights teachers and staff, board members, and other special guests. Tonight is a very special night, and I'm glad you're here to celebrate with us. Seniors, I've spent this entire year thinking of what I would say to you on your graduation day. Similar to many of you waiting until 11:59 p.m. when your assignment is due at midnight, I waited until the very last minute to put my message down on paper to share with you. I've spent some time trying to think of what words of wisdom I could possibly impart, what bits of knowledge I've obtained that I could share with you. But one thing is for certain, and from the point of view from the audience, I promise that this will not be boring, and the other requirement for this is to be brief. I will do my best to not fail you in this respect, and I will keep it short and simple. As the Director of Early College, I'm honored to share with all of you, some of the many achievements of the class of 2022. Before I do that, I feel the need to mention that many of the seniors in front of me tonight have often shared that over the years, they feel like they have lived in the shadows of our first graduating class, the class of 21. Yes, I will never deny how special the New Heights class of 2021 is to many of us and to our school, but I can promise you that this class of 2022 does not live in any shadow, but instead has created a legacy of their own. The class of 2022 is the first to enroll in Bridgewater State University courses. They are the first to take honors level courses at Massasoit Community College. 51% of our seniors have been inducted into Phi Theta Kappa, the highest honor society for community college students. And they are the first to walk the commencement stage at Massasoit Community College. While that is impressive in itself, I'm even more proud to share with you that this graduating class has accumulated a total of over $1.1 million in tuition savings. My phone is going off. Sorry, my phone is going off. Guys, turn your phones off, please. And they've earned over 5,500 college credits. This is the big one now. This summer, 55% of our students will have earned their associate's degrees from Massasoit Community College. Seniors, tonight is your night, so take it all in as we acknowledge the memories that you've made, and more importantly, all of your successes throughout the years. Class of 2022, you went to college. All right, run it back. Class of 2022, you went to college. Thank you. Before you walk across the stage tonight and receive your high school diploma, I want you to listen closely to the words that you'll hear. Reminisce on the memories you've made with friends and staff, and lastly, rejoice in your achievements. I want you to remember that you are resilient, tenacious, creative, and resourceful. You are the class that challenged everything in our school, but it was for the better, and it also proved you could handle anything that was thrown your way. Now, some of you are going off to four-year schools. Others are going straight into the workforce. Some are going to complete their associate's degrees at Massasoit Community College, while others are pursuing a career in the trades. Regardless of the path you choose, I want you to take all of the lessons and remind you that you will always be a phoenix and New Heights will always be your home. As a founding board member, I want to say thank you for choosing us and sticking with us through the last 6 years. As a New Heights administrator, I thank you for helping us see our mission through. As a mom, I thank you for the friendships that you've made and the memories that you've created. And lastly, as Ms. Fernandez, I want to say that I'm proud of you, I'm proud of who you are, and I'm proud of all that you've accomplished. I thank you for sharing this moment with me. Thank you. I thank you for sharing this very important moment with me, and I love you, and a heartfelt congratulations to you all.
Thank you for that beautiful speech, Ms. Fernandez. Students are truly lucky to have you as a mentor. Scholars, before you embark on your post-secondary journey, I ask that you join me in thanking a very important group of people with a round of applause for our Board of Trustee members behind me. Those members include Mr. Ollie Spears, Mr. Michael Sullivan, the Honorable Judge Gregory Phillips, Mr. Vincent Martirano, Mr. Nicholas Christ, Miss Christina Alves, Miss Kimberly Zuzwa, Mr. Graham Benjen, and lastly, Mr. Stephen Bernard. Please also join me in acknowledging New Heights staff members, teachers, your family members and friends, and most importantly, your parents and guardians. Woo! Now please join me in welcoming our next speaker to the stage, who needs no introduction, Mr. Omari Walker.
How's everybody doing? What a night, what a night. I'll tell you, 6 years ago, we were about to get shut down before we even got started. And we called every single one of you, in the grade above you and the grade below you, and said, please come to a meeting, okay? It's gonna be at Restoration Church. We need your support. And I could see back then, but I imagine it's very similar to what's happening right now, right? Where everyone's sitting here wondering what's gonna happen, how's this gonna work, right? And all of you believed in us, had faith in us. You drove all the way down to Norwood to check out the school, right? You kicked the tires a little bit, and at the end of the day, it was a leap of faith, right? Because all we had was just a promise, right? We had a vision, a promise, and nothing to show that we could really do what we said we were going to do, which was prepare every single one of you kids for college, period, right? So here we are 6 years later, right? 6 years later, and look at what these guys have done. So way back then, when people said, what do you do? What's the plan for New Heights Charter School? And we would say, we want to be the first school in the state where every single graduate graduates with at least 3 college classes completed. People say, what? And we say, we want to be the only school where, in the history of Massachusetts, where 50%, the majority of the kids, will graduate with their associate's degree. And we would say that everywhere we went. And you know what they said, right? You know what they said? And no, it's not going to happen. Time and time again. And these weren't just people on the street. We're talking about educators. We're talking about educators in early college high schools who had been doing this 30, 40 years. They told us it's not possible. And here we are. And we ran into one woman out of all the folks we talked to. She was from the Caribbean. And she said, don't listen to them. Don't let them stop you. Don't let them kill your momentum. She said, I have been told many, many times what I can't do, and I'm here. And if you believe in them, they can do it. So what I've learned, that running a school isn't about having the best and smartest kids or having the most committed parents or having the greatest teachers in the world. It's about having an entire community who believes in one thing: the kids can do it. I mean, that's what I think I pride myself most, and I find that my greatest source of pride and honor is knowing that every single person in this room, kids, adults, teachers, administrators, all know why we're here. We're here to make sure that we uphold our commitment, which is not to get your kids college credits. It's just to believe in the fact that if you can do it, and if you want to do it, you can. It's really, really important. So as we move into this next phase of our lives, okay, you kids have already done the impossible. Done the impossible. You went to college while you were still in high school and succeeded. Now you have this awesome responsibility of going out there and doing something that my generation couldn't do, okay? As I was growing up, I learned that my grandparents, right, like there was tyranny in the world happening, and they fought tyranny, and they brought about freedom and opportunity for countries to think and govern themselves. And our parents, they fought in the civil rights movement, right? They wanted to make change and make America a better place so that people like us, people like in this room, this could really happen. They made that happen, okay? And as we look at what's happening today, okay, we are taking steps back. We are taking steps back, okay? We have, pandemic set us back, but now we've got George Floyd the last few years and the Black Lives Matter movement. We're dealing with Russia and Ukraine. I mean, as we turn and we look and these shootings that are happening, there's a lot happening around us. And it's your turn. It's your turn to get us back on track. And I can't think of a better graduating class to put leaders in this country that can figure out that it's not about what makes us different, it's about what makes us alike that matters. And I know that you folks out here have this awesome responsibility, and I know you're up to it. Thank you so much, New Heights graduates. Thank you, parents. Thank you, staff. This has just been an awesome journey. Congratulations to all of you. Love you folks.
Thank you so much, Mr. Walker, Executive Director and founding member of New Heights Charter School. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge 2 other members on the stage, Pastor Emmanuel Daphanis and Dr. Jessica Geyer. Next, I would like to introduce, on behalf of Michael Sullivan, the Mayor of Brockton, Jensen Denoise, Communication Liaison.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jensen Denoise, representing the city of Brockton, and of course, representing the mayor, Mayor Robert F. Sullivan, from the City of Champions. You, class of 2022, are champions. Give a round of applause, because you are champions. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here not only to celebrate this graduation this ceremony, but we are here to celebrate a class who overcame challenges during the pandemic just to achieve their goals, just to make it here today. Congratulations. Believe it or not, you have all the tools to be successful. It's just a matter of 5 words that I will tell you. The first word is learn. Every opportunity you get, learn something. Every day, learn something new. And when you know it, not just learn it, but understand what you just learned, which leads to the second word, understand. Whatever you learn, make sure that you understand it. Understand how does it impact your environment, which leads to the next word, remember. Always remember to share what you've learned with someone else so it can help your community. The next word is very critical, is apply. Always apply what you learn in your day-to-day life. And last but not least, communicate. I know we live in a technological world where we're used to texting, but believe it or not, your voice is very critical for the community. You are the future of our community. Your thoughts, ideas, what you learn, and how they impact your community all starts with your communication ability. Be the voice of your community. Be the voice of reason. And most importantly, be the voice of success. Class of 2022, I challenge you to be part of your community. Get involved in your community and be the voice of reason in your community because you are part of Brockton. And the City of Champions appreciates you. But I also want to say thank you to New Heights Charter School, to the executive director, Mr. Walker, the faculty, staff, teachers, and of course, the board members, for not only helping the community, but most importantly, helping the students. And the City of Brockton thanks the parents and the families for your commitment to make sure these students are successful. And I also want to thank my teammates, Yolanda Kenner and Joseph DeGrace IV, to be here. Last but not least, congratulations, class of 2022. Mayor Robert Sullivan, the mayor's office, and the City of Champions are all proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Denoise. Next, I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker and personal hero, former New Heights principal, Meredith Morrison. To many, she needs no introduction. Ms. Morrison currently serves as the special assistant to the dean's office at the Harvard Graduate School of Education. Where she worked with a team to design, develop, and build the new online master's degree in education leadership, which launches this fall. She also manages other key projects and initiatives aligned to Dean Bridget Long's strategic priorities, including the Principals Network, an online professional learning community for school leaders, that she planned, created, and currently runs for over 3,000 principals around the world. Meredith ventured into higher education in 2019 after over a decade working in PK through 12 public and public charter schools as a teacher and administrator. She was a Teach for AmeriCorps member and taught high school English, composition, and world studies. While pursuing her master's degree in instructional leadership from Harvard in 2015, Meredith worked with Mr. Walker, Mrs. Manning, and Dr. Geyer on a proposal to open an early college, grades 6 through 12, public charter in Massachusetts. Upon arrival in 2016, she became the founding director of curriculum and instruction of New Heights Charter School. Upon arrival, she became, after 2 years in the powers of that role, she served as a high school principal for the 2018-2019 school year. She also believes in the power of storytelling and has been featured on NPR's The Moth Radio Hour. Meredith holds a bachelor's in English Language and Literature from the University of Virginia and an EDM in Learning and Teaching from the Harvard Graduate School of Education. Meredith Morrison.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Hatanaka, for that lovely bio. Thanks for all bearing with it. Good evening, New Heights families, friends, teachers, staff, alumni, our board, administrators, and to the illustrious class of 2022, my loves. It is an absolute honor to be here this evening to celebrate you and commemorate such an important milestone in your lives. I told you you weren't going to get rid of me very easily. I would also like to name that I do, in fact, have tissues here with me. For those of you who don't know me well, I will most likely cry during this, but don't be alarmed. I'm fine. I just have a lot of feelings. And I also know that I will be in good company, looking at you, Ms. Duarte and Dean Casimir. Class of 2022. Wow. I met many of you 6 years ago. You were the New Heights inaugural 7th grade class. Those of you who I've not yet had the opportunity to meet, I hope I get to meet you this evening, regardless of when you joined New Heights. Each of you, along with your families, both given and chosen, took a huge risk on this school, this new early college model. You put your faith and trust into an idea, a concept, a school that didn't have a building. And you, along with everyone who's here with you tonight, made it a reality. In addition to your high school diploma, which you will have this evening, over half of you have associate's degrees. Over 5,500 college credits earned. And over $1 million saved in tuition money. Are you kidding me? You did that. This community did that. Come on. Not only did you collectively achieve that, but you did so during a global pandemic. More than half of your high school career was spent living through a global crisis where injustices and inequalities, condemnation and compassion, power and privilege revealed themselves daily. Thank you. You were forced to trade in physical classrooms for Zoom rooms, to sacrifice much of what you envisioned for your high school experience to be, and to constantly adapt to the uncertainty of it all. Many of you, like me, experienced unexpected loss, lives taken much too soon. But amidst that, you persisted. You succeeded. In my over a decade working in schools, in high schools, this class, you all taught me the most. You also tested me the most. I don't think you realize just how much of an impact you've had on me, this is why I had the tissues, and my life. How grateful I am to have had the opportunity to be a small part of your stories, of your lives. So I would like to thank you. I'd also like to reciprocate and share with you one of the many important lessons that you all have taught me. One that has been amplified for me recently amidst the backdrop of the pandemic, of the immense polarization that exists in this country. And that is, disruptors make history. Society, oh, you can clap. Society in general often labels high school students, or the Gen Zers, as disruptive, as if it is a negative thing. So I did what any former English teacher would do, and I looked it up in the dictionary. And I'll have you know, the word disrupt, verb, has 4 definitions. Before I share those with you, I'd like to ask you to do something. Try to think of something that is currently going on in your life, your community, your world, that you would like to disrupt. And I'd like for you to also think of an obstacle or a barrier that you will inevitably face in that. To disrupt means to break apart, to throw into disorder, to interrupt the normal course or unity of, to radically change. Now, I don't know about you all, but there is a lot in the world right now that I would like to break apart, to throw into disorder, to interrupt, and to radically change. Being disruptive or being a disruptor is exactly what we need right now. For to disrupt means to change the status quo. To disrupt is to not be afraid to challenge the conventional way of doing things, like demanding for more clubs or student advocacy. To never accept, well, this is just how we've done things before, or, my favorite, because I said so. To ask questions, the hard questions, the big questions, the whys, the why nots, the what if. To speak up, to create something new, like a lemonade stand out of your principal's office. William. I still have my CEO t-shirt. To hold people like your teachers, deans, principal, family, friends accountable. To advocate for yourself, for others, for your community, like more discussion-based seminars in classes, you all will forever be, Miss Stephanie, I'm sure you will agree, the best discussion class ever. You all love to talk in general, but like bring it into a classroom, and it was always just my favorite to watch you all discuss and debate. I've also heard that you advocated for more school uniform options and a gym for your incredible basketball teams to not only play in, but dominate in. You, class of 2022, do all of this beautifully. You always have. And I confirmed with your teachers and administrators that this all still is in fact true, because it is a part of who you are at your core. It has become woven into the fabric of who you are and who you will continue to be. Because of you, when I hear the word disruptive, I now hear innovation. I now hear leadership. I now hear cycle breaking. I now hear change, and I now hear hope. You all are currently living in a generation-defining moment in our world history. And your generation, you all, can influence whatever is to come. I say this not to stress you out. I know how you all are. I say this because class of 2022, our disruptive leaders, you are who this world, this country in particular, needs. How you take up space in the world will define your generation and hopefully redefine the status quo for the generations that will come after you, like my 10-month-old son. So I ask you, please keep doing what you all are so good at. Keep asking questions of people, of processes, of systems. Keep demanding proof. Don't take people's words at face value. Ask to see the data, ask to see the numbers, ask to see the evidence. Keep naming what it is that you see and what it is that you don't see. Keep disrupting. And just know, for what it's worth, I'll be right there with you, shaking things up for as long as I am here. Class of 2022, I appreciate you, I admire you, and I love you. Congratulations.
Thank you to Meredith Morrison, and thank you to our disruptors. Now, I'm very pleased to introduce our 2021-2022 Student Council President, Anthony T.J. Ellison. TJ, please come to the podium for your presidential address and announcement of this year's Salutatorian and Valedictorian. Graduates, your Student Council President, TJ Ellison.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. This is a beautiful time to be alive right now. Thank you to the Board of Trustees, of course, to the Hall of Fame ex-principal, Ms. Morrison, of course, faculty, staff, family, and of course, my fellow graduates. Y'all did it. Congratulations. And of course, let's thank a higher power for bringing us all here safely, for us to have the ability to gather and for us to say thank you to all that brought us here. And of course, the land, the sky, and of course this pollen that y'all can probably tell I'm a little congested right now. So I have about 5 minutes before this Benadryl takes me out. So why do we need to dilly-dally? Let's get right into it. Yea, though we may walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will still fear no evil. For my mind and talents, they comfort me. Scholars, for the past 4 years, you have exemplified fearlessness and unrelenting intensities for accomplishment. Behind each of those eyes is a passion for something more, a desire to achieve. My goal for today as an honored member of the second graduating class of New Heights Charter School is to establish a meaning behind what being a Phoenix Scholar means. Who are we? Perhaps a gaggle of nonconformist intellects that have been handed very little yet generated so much. 1690 Main Street, a humble temple, underfunded, perpetually under construction, but housing undeniable excellence. A mere charter school in Brockton, allowing approximately 100 scholars to receive college-level diplomas. New Heights Charter School, the next big thing. Who else has done as we have? Risen from nothing, akin to the kingdom of Axum, a camaraderie bearing maroon, black, and gold. Who are these children? I love you too. They are the thorns in the side of injustice, squeaky planks testifying against narrow thoughts, the first to raise their hands, the first to stand, and the first to cheer, and the only gaggle willing to face such an arduous task and conquer it. Your confidence should never be stifled. Today, I am reminded of a 13-year-old me, a child being told by their English teacher, and I quote, "You will never graduate because I couldn't read good." No one at New Heights, I promise. To that teacher's dismay, I graduated middle school, soon found myself walking the halls of New Heights, and with the help and guidance of a tireless New Heights crew, I am able to deliver this speech, which I think we can all agree I'm reading quite well. And to a 13-year-old me, and y'all too, I guess, I just want to say that ahead of your abilities and your thoughts, that your energy is your most valued asset. There will always be a naysayer lurking, awaiting, and ready to take that energy. And sometimes you may feel low, as if you have nothing, but we tend to forget that in the beginning that was all there was, nothing. Then there was light. We forget that the nature of the phoenix is to rise from the ash and become a divine beacon to spark others. Of course. We forget and ignore the fact that it took a Verizon building to make all of this possible. It is perfectly okay to work with nothing, but not for a damn minute should you feel like you are not good enough, because that is a lie. You have been equipped with the mind and talents to better the world, to be a divine beacon, to be a distraction. You have earned the title of Phoenix, and now your actions will represent your character, define your allies, your enemies, your communities, your guidance, and the children of your children. Take a moment to reflect all you have done and all you are willing and able and very able to do. Cheers to the class of 2022. God bless, and I appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you. I'm not done yet. I have been given the honor to introduce the Salutatorian. It is an academic title given to the second highest ranked graduate of the entire graduating class. For the class of 2022, please welcome the Salutatorian with a GPA of 4.56. My very intelligent and good friend, William Kimani.
Thank you, Joelle. To the friends, family, faculty, the Board of Trustees, and my fellow students, thank you for allowing me to speak before you today. First and foremost, I'd like to extend my congratulations to the best class New Heights has ever known, the class of 2022. For many of you, you are the first in your family to graduate high school. For some of you, you are the first to graduate from college with your associate's degrees, and for others, you are following your parents' footsteps in the pursuit of your own dreams and aspirations of higher education. Whichever category you fall into, our accomplishments here tonight are remarkable, and all of us should be proud. Today marks a very significant milestone in our lives. I truly believe that we are merely scratching the surface of our potential. During our time in high school, we have lived our lives with a degree of certainty. We have known that we have school Monday through Friday from 7:40 to 3:30, at one point even 4 p.m., whether we liked it or not, and that we need to change our senior skip day to after finals. You're welcome, Ms. Fernandez. Yet, outside the walls of New Heights, our world is full of uncertainties, one of these being life itself. If anything, COVID showed us how true this can be, but it also showed the strength and resiliency within each and every single one of us. As the class of 2022, we possess some of the fullest hearts and strongest willpowers I've ever come across. In our 4 years, some of us have battled mental health issues, overcome our hardships, and beat the odds. Your personal stories have helped me believe that any one of us is capable of greatness, regardless of how the cards may be stacked against us. As we stride towards our dreams, we will undoubtedly come across frustration, fear, and failure. But the cost of each of these falls away in the face of achieving our amazing goals. People may not love who you are and what you believe, but we must have the courage of our convictions, and we must remember we are New Heights Phoenixes. We are not a drop in the ocean. We are the wave of change. We are limitless in our nature. Our personalities and souls are entirely our own. As Phoenixes, there is a fire within us that will ignite others around us. Within us, it is meant, what is within us is meant to be used in the service of others. Our achievements will change lives. Our advancements will inspire. Our souls will spark the fire within others. We matter to this world, and one day society will thank us for our contributions. But remember this, as we achieve our dreams, do not step on others to get where you want to go, but lift others with you. We climb the mountain of life not to plant our own flag, but climb it so that we can see the world, not so that the world can see us. Class of 2022, congratulations, we did it.
I'm back. I'm sorry. Again, I've been given the honor to introduce the Valedictorian. A valedictorian is an academic title given to the highest ranking graduate of the entire graduating class. For the class of 2022, please welcome our valedictorian with a GPA of 4.58. Another one of my good friends, Janae Pires.
Good evening, families, faculty, staff, and the graduating class. And thank you for joining us in this year's commencement ceremony for the 2022 graduating class of New Heights Charter School. I am honored to be this year's valedictorian to commemorate these amazing memories and accomplishments of our amazing class. To my peers, we did it. We have finally accomplished the major milestone that we have talked about for years, high school graduation. We've worked towards this goal for many years, and it seems like yesterday when some of us were walking through the doors of our old campus in Norwood. We have grown with New Heights, which is something that I personally take with immense pride as one of the students who have been here since middle school. It is both interesting and exciting to see a school develop in front of our eyes and complete the mission, making sure all their students go to college, period. While all of our experiences at New Heights may differ, I'd like to say that the school will forever be a part of our lives. The tight-knit community and the staff who have treated us like family will always make us remember the amazing memories that have been made here. So on behalf of the class of 22, thank you to the teachers and administration who have made the school feel like home. All of us on this stage are opening a new chapter in our lives, which may include attending a four-year college or going into a specified trade. Personally, I'll be continuing my education at Boston University, studying computer science and mathematics. But none of our paths are going to be the same, as we are all going to find success in different ways. Our forever First Lady, Michelle Obama, once said that failure is an important part of your growth in developing resilience. Don't be afraid to fail. As we embark on new journeys, we may find ourselves at crossroads or find new challenges that may present themselves. Because by the end of this ceremony, we will officially be high school graduates awaiting our next chapter. That may be even more difficult, but the resilience that we accumulated throughout high school has prepared us for even more. It's been 4 years, 48 months, 1,460 days, and one pandemic later. Class of 22 is officially signing out. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony, William, and Janae. And thank you, scholars. A number of students graduating today have brought distinction to themselves and to New Heights through their academic achievements. All graduates with a GPA of 3.0 or higher are here tonight wearing a gold honors cord to represent their academic achievement. Will the graduates wearing a gold honors cord please stand? Let's give them a round of applause. Look at all of you. That's amazing, guys. And please join me in acknowledging those students who are wearing a white cord tonight. Okay, so this white cord represents students that are the first to go to college in their families. Students wearing a white cord, please stand one more time. And we would also like to recognize our students who were inducted into the Phi Theta Kappa National Honor Society. For their superior academic achievement. All Phi Theta Kappa scholars are wearing a gold honors stole to represent their academic achievement at Massasoit Community College. PTK scholars, please stand. Lastly, we would like to take a moment to acknowledge our A+ scholars in attendance. As our first piloted group of students, they have paved the way for our 5th year program, as they have taken on an extra year with us to finish their associate's degrees at Massasoit. We are so proud of the work that they have accomplished, along with the great services provided here at New Heights and in the Brockton community. If you are in attendance tonight, please stand and give them a round of applause. Congratulations on all of your achievements this year. Best of luck to you in all of your future endeavors. Now, delivering her principal's message and presenting the diplomas, to our 2022 graduates, please join me in welcoming many of your former 8th grade reading teachers, Miss Principal Sophia Stephanie.
Thank you. I was just going to say I didn't come prepared with tissues because I promised a couple of you that I would not cry tonight. I've shed too many tears over the years, some for joy. Okay, many for joy, but many others of you know that I am a good crier, but because of the true feelings that lay beneath my soul for each one of you. So families, friends, New Heights Board of Trustees, staff, and class of 2022, I am honored to stand in front of you as your principal this year, but still remember the days in our classroom, room 209, upstairs, when Mr. Walker promised us a salad bar, a gym, I think many other promises that we have now fulfilled as you were able to walk the halls as seniors and visit Massasoit Community College to earn your degree, and some of you, all of you, earning college credits. I have had the pleasure of working with this class since our opening year in 2016, and say I know them pretty well. When Mr. Walker told me that I had to give a principal's message this year, I choked up. I didn't know what to say. I struggled to find the right words. I'd wake up at 2 in the morning and open my notes app on my iPhone. It's a terrible habit to keep your phone next to you, by the way. I'm sure your parents want you to put down your TikTok and Snapchats right now. I would write something down, I would delete it. I would Google principal's messages and speeches online. I knew if I stood in front of my scholars today, they would see right through a plagiarized speech. This process of Googling, writing, and deleting went on for weeks. I'd walk down the hall to see Ms. Fernandez and Ms. Hatsanaka in their office, and I'd say, I don't know, I'm just gonna wing it. Actually, I did until this afternoon as I sat in my office and finally let my tears flow. I cannot believe how fast these last 6 years have flown by. I cannot believe that we have made it to this bittersweet day, and I'm still not prepared. On decision day this year, I sat on my couch with my 2 children. We were watching a show about parents who have 14 children themselves. I got lost in thinking about how crazy it would be to have so many kids. How crazy could this mother be to love so many children? I was immediately rocked out of my thoughts when one of my kids said, "Hey Mom, Johnny committed to UMass Dartmouth." I smiled as I can remember Johnny 6 years ago sitting in a classroom. Just kidding. Maybe not sitting in a classroom. I didn't get 1 second to think or celebrate Johnny as I heard, "Hey Mom, RJ committed to Wentworth." Raven is going to UMass Boston. Angelo committed to Merrimack. As they continued this list, I could vividly remember sitting in our English classroom in room 209 in 2017, and I could not contain my excitement. It had to be the annotations and Socratic seminars that got you to where you are. I know it. I went to school on Monday, and a sleepy Shamal walked next to me. He must have been up at 2 a.m. writing his speech as well. Mrs. Stephanie, I committed to Wentworth. William is at the main office that day, every day, and says, "Miss Stephanie," nonchalantly, "I'm going to the University of Chicago." I'm pretty sure I saw John Elvin stand a little bit taller when he committed to Boston University. The good news just kept coming. I felt like my 104 babies have just grown up so quickly. And truly, I've realized that you know this school's mission. I realized that it couldn't be that crazy for one person to love so many children. This graduating class has 104 of my favorite people leaving our building. More than 104 of my favorite memories. 104 of the most honest opinions that I've ever heard in my entire life. I have been able to watch these 104 children walk our halls and honestly grow up over these last 6 years. I saw Joseph and Imani practicing their dance routine over and over again. I thought of conversations in my office with Andre. I vividly recall listening to Jeremiah's new lyrics before he was set to make a new track. I heard Venya's laugh and thought of her dancing next to me on our new book day in English class. I thought about meeting Anthony Dormius this year and wishing I had learned to meet him before. I have 104 people that I could tell you stories about, and I'm so proud of each of you. Each of you have reminded me that each day this world is full of greatness. 100% of our class of 2022 stand in front of you graduating today. Not only does this class graduate 100% of students from high school, but every single one of these 104 young adults have met at least 6 college credits and have achieved more than many of us will see in a lifetime. You have, okay. I was on a roll, I wasn't crying. You have made it clear that you will design your own path, one that fits who you have grown to be. And because of these big dreams, your perseverance, and your voices, I know that I must let you go to explore the world. I feel it in my heart of hearts that you 104 young adults will change the world someday. Seems to be a theme in every speech that I've heard. Each of you at your own time and in your own way. I feel it when DeFore says she wants to go into education. I feel it when Josh Hurst tells me he's going to be a writer. I feel it when Marlon tells me he has to get calculus out of the way right now before he goes into college for engineering. I feel it when Rudy reminds me that he's going into medicine. As I get ready to call each of your names to receive your high school diploma, I know that this is just the beginning of something that the world has yet to see. As you move forward, don't stop. Break down every door. I may not be able to stand next to you, but I will consistently shout your names and say, okay, let me see you do it. I will consistently be proud of each of you and everything that you've already given to your families, everything that you've given to our school, and everything that you've given to this community. I will be proud of everything that you have given to me. Thank you for everything that you have done. And when we say that the class of 2022 is going to change the world, I want all of you to look at the scholars in front of us and know that you must shake a hand tonight because these are our world leaders. These are the people that will not stop. It is my honor to certify that each one of these students has completed each of their academic requirements established by the New Heights Charter School of Brockton and our Honorable Board of Trustees. You are entitled today, this evening, to receive your high school diplomas. Seniors, it is the time that you have been waiting for. We will begin to call seniors up by row, so I ask that our grade level lead, Hope Fernandez and Julian Rivera Soho, please join your senior class. I will begin to call our scholars' names. Families, please be aware that we have hired a photographer this evening. Your scholars will cross the stage, receive their diploma. They will leave the auditorium and head out to the front, where each of them will take a picture. Okay, ready? Here we go. And our first 2022 graduate, I'll wait. All right, here we go. If I could have your attention at the front of the room, our first graduate to walk the stage this evening, Grace Agbai. Temilolua Priscilla Akere. Andre Michael Alerty. Cedric Andrade. Daniela Julia Anak. Daniela Tasha Antoine. Rayan Precious Antoine. You can walk. Rubinson Tony Antoine. Divine Joanna Antunes. Onyinye Chukwuka Esther Ashidu. Kalia Adeline Auguste. Deborah Tessa Barriento. Desiree Sarah Bazil. Joshua Herlem Bazil. Biana Nikki Bellany. Wilmead Tamara Bernardin. John Anthony Bernier. Anthony Jordan Brown. Riel Ariana Brown. DeFore Brutus. Raven Elena Caceres Fernandez. Presenting this next diploma will be our athletic director, Reginald Carter. Graduate Reginald R.J. Darnell Carter. João Henrique Alves Carvalho. Jolie Isabel Centeo. Samantha Geraldine Seytut. Kiela Maglin Charles. Shakina Esther Datrouche. Abriana Nevea Davis. Raven Tamia DeBrito Allen. DeKayla Michelle Delk Walton. Karen DePestri. Rudy Dorison. Anthony Dormius. Jaden Antonio Dos Santos Montrond. Isaiah Ken Edwards. Najid A. Elian. Anthony R. Ellison II. Michael Emelike Amanonye. Olivia Farah Filzame. Harkin Flurgeon. Jaden Anthony Gaskins. Don Gaston. Alyssa Jellin. Presenting this next diploma will be our Assistant Executive Director, Maria Fernandez. Angelo X. Gilmet. Javen Ramon Gomez. Lance Guerrier. Sean Jaden Harris Hinton. This is, yep, no, not, that's Sean. Lance. Joshua Fitzgerald Hurst. Osamide Noan Ibanoba. Osamuriaman Ibanoba. Shamal Jean Baptiste. Rodlin Jean Noel. Bernaldo Francie Jules. William Joseph Kimani. Anijah Sylvia Phyllis Leacock. Ben-Hur Steve Lejeune. Caden Giorgio Lewis. Of course. He hasn't. Josh A. Louis. Alicia Elshama Mason. Aaliyah Renee McCall. Walter Manuel Medina. Courtney Arenica Murray Mason. John Elvin I. Mwangi. Nathan Orell. Joylia Renee Penn. Janae Jayla Perez. Jason Alexander Pierre. Caitlin L'Esperance Pierre. Chanel Pierre. Chad C. Crepetit. Bianca Raison. Swelly Remy. Jeremiah Perez Rezende. Zanijah Rivers. There it is. Carrie-Ann Malika Robinson. Emily Cassandra Ramiro Bernal. Alina Sarah Solomon. Giovanni Rossini Sannon. Dylan Santos Alves. Elizabeth Yanis Sebastio. Elisa Pires Samedo. Elijah Heaven Simeon. Faraj Assad Simmons. Evanson Jonathan Simon. Jaslyn Mariah Soto. Omari Stallworth. Joshua Cornelius Stewart. Caitlin C. Tello. Cyril Edward Thevenin. Rose Kerline Tabud. Isabel Toby. Marlon D. Toussaint. Jayla Naomi Tucker. Jonah Tunis. Zaire Giovanni Turner. Abel Barros Vaz. Anaya Victoria Vasquez. Venya Gerlus Bolsi. Salma Bell White. Aramaya Danielle Williams. Imani J. Williams. Sky Renell Williams. Efiosa Joseph Walgarin. Paige Samaya Young. Audience, please stand as we celebrate and congratulate It is the faith that you put inside of our school building that we have the privilege of introducing you to the class of 2022, our newest class of New Heights Charter School Phoenix alumni. Families and friends, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Thank you for sharing your children with us. And please do not be strangers as we continue to follow your children on their next walk of life. You all can be seated. Graduates, please remain standing. Back. So I gave these graduates a suggestion. I hear them. It doesn't sound like they're going to follow. However, class of 2022, please turn your tassels from the right side to the left side. class of 2022, congratulations. Thank you so much for the years that you have spent at New Heights. We are honored and privileged to have you as part of our journey. Go on this evening with your families and friends and celebrate your graduation with your diplomas in hand. Have a great evening, families. Thank you all for joining us.